But the one issue that is really resonating for the McCain camp, and it happened just because our economy's in dire straits in terms of oil consumption, that is oil. When he came out and talked about drilling, it seems like these battleground states and people like Missouri and Colorado and Minnesota, they're responding to that.
You know what? John McCain took a chance because he has been against drilling on the outer continental shelf. But he reversed his course. He said, look, we're hurting because you look at the world spot oil market, and you've got India and you've got Russia, and they are taking so much of the oil that the United States used to drag on over here, and this has caused some shortages. The good news is we are using less, the whole supply and demand thing, and the price is going down. But still, this is the perfect time for the Republicans, and the Republicans really have jumped on this, to beat the drum. We should be drilling now. We should also look into solar and all that other stuff.
I think Democrats want it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bipartisan, obviously, problem, but what's funny is that you always hear the number 10 years. It will take 10 years if we start drilling, and we've debunked that on this show because Eric Bolling from our Financial Business Network has talked to the #1 driller in the country who has said that is absolutely a farce. That's a fallacy. 2 to 4 years is at a conservative estimate of how long it would take because let's remember, you already have a lot of the equipment and the apparatus. You just may not have it positioned in the right place.
Right.
So just talking about it seems to have already made a dent.
And Brian, you look, if we can win World War II in 4 years, we can do this. Brian, you made a good point, though. You said, you know, there are some Democrats who are for it. Unfortunately, it's not the top Democrats who control what happens in the House and the Senate. And without Harry Reid and also Nancy Pelosi on board, we're not going to see something.
But what's staggering is 75% of the American people want to see drilling. The only thing, the reason it would, the experts say the only way it will not affect the reduction in prices is if they drill and get nothing. And do you know anybody who thinks if we drill offshore in the continental shelf that we're not going to get barrels of oil? There's almost nobody. In fact, conservatively, they say there's 86 billion barrels recoverable that we could start on right away.
All right.
What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to start drilling.
Let's get a boat.
Yeah,
get a drill.
Yeah, I'm going to keep drilling.